In this video, we're going to talk about pedal boards. Now, pedal boards are very open to opinion. There's lots of different varieties, but I like to stick to a few basics when I'm building a pedal board. I use 4 main types of pedals. I use compression, overdrive, delay, and reverb. The ordering of the pedals is also really important. I like to order them from driest to wettest. So I'm going to put my cleanest overdrives towards the front of the order chain, and then obviously my reverb and my heaviest reverbs at the back. So that would mean that from the guitar, I'm going straight into my cleanest pedals. And then the reverb is going to be the last thing before the signal goes to the amps. In my pedal board down here, I have a compression pedal, 3 overdrive pedals, delay and reverb, and then a few little fun pedals like tremolo and an octave pedal. I'm just going to go through each one, show you what they sound like and kind of what they do to my sound. First in the chain is my tuner. I'll click that off and show you what my clean tone sounds like. So this is no pedals on. And this is a duo jet with Dynasonics, so these are single coil pickups. They're going to be cleaner and brighter than a humbucker pickup. Now I'm going to click on a compression pedal. With this pedal, it's the Walrus Audio Deep 6 compression, and the blend knob is straight up and sustain is about 9 o'clock. So here's clean, and here's compression. And what compression does, it sort of grabs my sound and holds on to it. So it's going to give me more sustain, and it's not really going to add a lot of drive or volume. At least I don't have it set up that way. All I want out of a compression pedal is sustain. Here it is again. And without compression. So my signal's dying off a lot quicker if I don't have the compression on. Typically, I keep compression on all the time. Next in my chain is my Stage 1 overdrive, which in this case is the Little Green Wonder by Mad Professor. I have this pedal set with the drive knob mostly all the way down and volume right at unity at 12 o'clock. Here it is, the Little Green Wonder. This is a good rhythm overdrive, so I'll keep this on if I'm the rhythm guitarist or I'm playing a simple, cleaner picking line as a lead guitarist. Next in my chain is the JHS Superbolt, and this is sort of my lead pedal. So a lot of my signature lead lines, a lot of the lead lines on Jesus Culture albums are done with this pedal, or a pedal set up in a similar way. The drive knob's going to be turned up a lot more, right around 10 or 11 o'clock. And volume's the same, it's at unity, so when I click on the pedal, it's not going to get a whole lot louder, it's just going to add more drive. Here is the JHS Superbolt. Clean, JHS. So it's adding a nice top end without taking away any of the low mids, giving me a nice natural overdrive sound. Next is just a simple boost. This is the JHS Prestige, and it just adds volume, really. It adds a little tiny bit of grit, but it's for those moments where I have all my drive pedals on and I have to play a solo and I have to jump out in front of the band. This is just going to boost me, give me that extra push over the edge. Here's clean, Prestige. So that is usually stacked on top of something like the Little Green Wonder or the JHS. Here it is on top of the Little Green Wonder. So it adds a little bit of drive, but mostly a whole lot of volume. Next in my chain is the Strymon Timeline. Typically I keep this on quarter note settings with kind of a light mix and a light trail. It's more just to add sustain to my guitar. It's not really to be heard a lot, so I'm not looking for those repeats to be really audible. I set it in time with the song, so whatever the tempo of the song is, I'm clicking that with my foot, tapping it in, and yeah, it's just adding a nice warmth trail to my sound. can't really hear it, but it's there and it's kind of adding, you know, a nice warm layer. The trick with delay is to not have it set too loud so that your signal gets muddy. I'm always adjusting the mix knob with my foot and keeping that in mind. I want clarity in my tone, but I still want that sustain and warmth that a delay adds. Finally, I'm going to add in some reverb, and this is just a simple laid-back setting. Very short trail, not very loud mix. No reverb. And with most reverb pedals, I'll have two settings, one for real ambient sounds and one for rhythm sounds. About 80% of the set, I'd say, is played with the rhythm sound of the reverb, and then I'll click it over to a real heavy reverb sound for, you know, swells or real deep, heavy lead lines or whatever. You can hear the nice long trail and the heavy mix. All that together, reverb, delay, overdrive, sounds like this.